What's up, everybody? Welcome to our weird and wild Friday stream. Yeah, it's not Weird Wednesday, but whatever. Fast Friday. The Masters and Grandmasters can be divided into three groups. The Time Trouble Merchants. I'm becoming a Time Trouble Merchant. Yes. We love the time. I think that Increment has caused me... prior to Increment, I wasn't really addicted to time pressure, but the creation of the Increment time control has led to me becoming a time pressure addict. That is very different than it was in those days. When Kotov made that statement, there were no increments, so time controls were always sudden death. Very different world where I did not get in time pressure as much. I use the increments as a sort of crutch now. So, never really thought about it that way. Asterbay, welcome. Good to see you, Moobot. We've got a gift sub from Mr. Coffee. That's from yesterday. Thank you. Alright, guys. We're taking 7 plus 5 challenges. Weird openings not required. This is Friday. Christmas holiday this weekend. So no Sunday simul. No. No simul, sadly. No, sadly, simul. We're just... Yeah, you know how much I love puzzles. Just gonna do puzzles all day. Not. It'd be funny if I got a puzzle right for a change. Oh no, the bishop and the queen are threatening to take on G1. Well, that's kind of a weird position, huh? Rook take d4. That's a weird position. You got the king e2. Wow, this is strange. Immediately I get like an impossible puzzle. I have no idea. I mean, let's just first count the material. Black's a pawn up. Black's king is safer than the white king, you know? And he's a pawn up. He, she, they are a pawn up. Husky is up to 2494 now. Yeah, dude, you're gonna be pushing the best list soon. Is that your high? Rapid specialist. No, not many rapid games. He plays mostly bullet and blitz. I don't recall you going over 2500. The road to... I love when people do that. It's so overused. Streamers that do the road to 2900. It's so hackneyed. Alright. Bishop h2. Anyway, I hate puzzles. Forget this. I can't watch this puzzle anymore. They're not puzzles, they're just random positions from actual games that Lichess has decided they're going to call puzzles. They're not puzzles, they're just positions where you have to guess the engine's best move. You're trying to play more rapid games now. Good, good. Miro, BBW. Alexander, the new, under his new account. He started learning e4. Yeah, good luck. I feel like, I don't know, I tried e4, but I just still feel like I really deeply understand d4 so much better. I'm just so much stronger. I mean, we could look at my statistics just for kicks. I don't know how relevant like blitz statistics are. But if you go, alright, let's just look at my rapid games. Can we? Actually, no, we have to go to a board. Tools. I'm curious about this, you know, tools analysis board. Sparkle Horse. Player. Acerbate. Player. Me. Let's see how my statistics bear it out. On rapid, I should be better at, d4 and knight f3. What do we got? A Firefox. Good old Firefox. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's statistically relevant. D4 is slightly better than E4. C4 is notoriously bad. High win rate for black. That's interesting. My best is knight f3 because I played it the most in the last 20 years, probably. Then d4 is better than e4. But, the most weird thing is the English is, for some reason, the worst for me. Can I analyze a game of mine? You're on the wrong stream, man. You missed the stream yesterday. Oh shit, this is me as black. Good thing it's the morning. Oh. Alright, now it's just completely... C4 is still the worst, wow. That's funny. I'm bad on both sides of C4, look at that. C4 only a 68% winning percentage and a 12% loss percentage, so I have the lowest winning percentage and the highest loss percentage with C4. Lowest losing percentage with knight f3, second lowest with d4. Larger losing percentage with e4. Yeah, pretty much what I would expect. I'm a little bit, it's like just a little bit worse. Actually, not a big difference between d4 and e4 there, but this opposition, it's not over the board games. This is blitz here. f4. I have a very good score with knight c3. If you notice. Knight c3 and knight h3, and I'm 100% with h4. With both, I'm an expert with like lobster claws. If I play h4 or a4, the crab, any sort of crustacean opening, I won every single game I played with a4 and h4. All right, Nils, what do you got for me? You're gonna submit a game? Let me lose to Husky. You can submit a game for a small Christmas donation. Knight f3. Grrr. Oh, you're playing my song. They're playing my song. Erdos got in trouble with white against our teammate. Prorock Martin did something crazy and he confused Erdos. Erdos was like almost losing with white in this line. I played d3 a lot. Originally I got that from my friend Fogarashi Tibor about 15 years ago. Here I guess white could transpose to the English opening as well. But I'm not sure. Yeah, d4 is certainly interesting. Hello, sire. We were a tempo Leningrad Dutch, tempo up Leningrad Dutch here. That's good. I like being a tempo up. True. I mean, I toyed with the idea of playing the Dutch, and I did play it in some Blitz for a time, but I never took it too far. So we're up a tempo. What does that mean? With c6, you can play what? In combination, knight a6. The usual. I have a really good score with white against the Dutch. I've lost here and there, but I think it's probably one of my best openings for white. Nils submitting bishop f4 Grunfeld after missing our analysis stream. Did you play yesterday? Nils, when is your club match night? Merry Christmas to everybody in advance. I'm not streaming this weekend, so this is our last stream till Monday. It's on Tuesday. So no excuse for not coming by the stream last night. Rook e1, threatening e4. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breathing exercises. Okay. What do we do? Knight e4. Knighty knight. Knighty knight. Knight e4, take. Knight g5. d5. Pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. Queen b3. Knight e4 doesn't seem right. There's always h6. Chop, 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 chop. Bishop f5. Rook e2. Well, that's good. Not using any time for the game. There's Kurdo's system here. Knight h5, e4, f4. Always an option. I'm a tempo up in the Leningrad Dutch. Though this move seems a bit weird. You're gonna need this Friday off one of these days so I can join one of these. You're already here, man. Look at that. Amazing. You know, you're here and you didn't even know it. That's unbelievable. The person I'm like buying my apartment from, she's an accountant who has to work on Christmas. I was like, wait a sec. Isn't that the basis of The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens? Isn't like Scrooge an accountant who makes everybody work on Christmas? H3. Ebenezer Scrooge runs an accounting firm, right? Isn't that the basis of that whole story? All right. So you're gonna meet my f4 with g4. Wow. E5. Anybody? My first time in 12 years. I have to work on Christmas. Damn, dude. Where do you have to work on Christmas? Like the mental institution, hospitals. What has to stay open no matter what? What can't close on Christmas? H3 is bizarre. Alright. So you're meeting my idea with E4 by playing H3 and G4. Wow, that is interesting. I guess I have to play E5. What else can I do? Bars, clubs, taxes, restaurants. Restaurants. Yeah. The entertainment / hospitality industry. Stores close at 1. 24th isn't an official holiday in Germany, at least. Well, I don't think it's an official holiday in the America. In the America, is it? In the America. Is Christmas Eve an official holiday? It's kind of a good question. I don't even know. I haven't been living in America for so long, I've forgotten everything, but that's an interesting question. I don't even know if it's like a legal holiday or not, to be honest. It isn't, right? It's just like an unofficial sort of thing. Miro knows because he works. He's been known to work. Okay, I like endgames. This is cool. I like endgames. Doo-doo-doo. So, what do I do now? Knight b4? That's a weird idea. This seems more rational. Government sucking the blood of working people. That's what we're talking about here. Vampire government. It's the evil corporations, really. Don't blame it on the government. The government they're just enablers. You know, they're not creating, it's the capitalist system. We should all be communists. Like Lichess. It's the evil capitalist system. Alright. We got 6 challenges. XL Poker, Sots, GM Sean, Sumhair, EQ, and World Loser. EQ, ET. Uh-oh. HE5 is a convenient truth. Al Gore. I'll go play like Al Gore. Oh man. Alright. I hate chess in the morning. Just a matter of time till I blunder. Comrades. That communism's working out really well in China. Alright. What are we gonna do? He just constantly has an answer for everything. freaking answer for everything. My God. What's wrong with h6? It's playable. Playability factor. Now I'm gonna have to play. He finds everything. Damn, word loser. Always bringing positive vibes. Like me. Bring on those positive vibes. Anti everything. Satan. So, yeah, let's bring on the positive vibes with World Loser. I didn't even talk about bullet chess today. But now that you mention it, my stomach hurts. I ate a big breakfast. Oof, Devil's Halo 666. That's nice. In the Christmas spirit. My tummy hurts from eating a big breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You hung B7. Dude, I don't know. That's a very astute observation. The ultimate in dynamic squares for the rook here. I stammering. Oh God. Wow, that's just mental, bro. B4 is totally psychotic. Just want to say that. Just no call for B4. Did I have D3 or something? Uh-huh. I guess he doesn't know what to do, so he's just doing that. What else? If you don't know what to do, do that. Yeah, I think this is gonna get random. He's very, very strong. Bjock just gifting tier 1 sub to the community to Cooking Rooks. Nice. Cooking Rooks is a nice guy. He just doesn't have much time to come and visit the stream. I know. Yeah, I guess I gotta do this. No, guys. Peoples. You're kidding me. Trying something crazy. Wow. What's up? Wait a second. Jesus. He resigned. Well, why? Why are you resigning here? You have rook takes d4? Am I winning? You sure I'm winning? You have rook takes d4 and rook c4. I'm not sure I'm winning. Premature resignation by white. It was nice though. I haven't beaten you in a while, so it was nice of you to give me a free pass there. I never would have found knight d7, which is the best move. c2 is probably a draw. I was considering rook c5. Yo, this move I might have found. Now on d6, you have like c2, d7, wow, and draw. Yeah, that was a crazy game. I can't believe you're like a tempo down in Leningrad Dutch and you're better. What the heck is that? It's okay to be a tempo down in Leningrad Dutch. With white in the main line. Main line, Leningrad Dutch down the tempo. That's whacked. Here. Masters. No, I mean, Husky, I played a sign with white. I mean, I totally understand what you did. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad, just I am surprised that the computer doesn't think that black is equal with a full tempo up. Although maybe c6 is just not a great move, you know. Maybe c6 is a serious mistake for black. That is, it's pretty crazy, actually. It's not. I mean, it's one of the top 2 moves for black. You're a full tempo down with white in a mainline Leningrad Dutch, and you're still better according to the engine. That's pretty striking. You'd think like black would be equal or something. So Nils submitted a game here to the stream. Can I go next? I don't know. We're going to take a quick look at Nils' game, just a quick one. Copy, tools, analysis. You can go next, Bijak. Thanks for the gift sub. I just want to take a quick look for Nils. For our old friend and generous donor, Alright, can we just do this? Did he say he was white or black? Oh, there's a pigeon on the roof. Okay, C4, you were black. Oh shit, you lost. How did you lost? Yeah, you said you lost. Alright, Grunfeld. The Grunfeld's good, but I think you should have a secondary opening to kind of broaden your horizons a little bit. We're always analyzing Grunfelds. Probably a second defense would give you a little bit more of an open perspective. We should make you play something really like stodgy. Bishop f4. For those very strong players. Dude, you seriously played c6 here? Wow. Unbelievable. After c6, you're no longer playing the Grunfeld defense. Congratulations. Nils transposed the Grunfeld into the Schlechter Slav. Yeah. Totally lame, dude. Totally lame. I mean, the entire point of the Grunfeld is to control the long diagonal and rip it open with c5. So, yeah, man. There's a lot of variations where you have to well, there's one variation anyway, where you have to sacrifice the c7 pawn. No. Satan. No, you can't go next because Bijak is next. And we're just going to take the subscribers, no, not subscribers, but challenges in order. You have to be special or gift a sub or something to go next. Nils is, c6 is lame. You're playing the Slav. No, you did play a new opening, huh? Knight f3. And now wait. You know, this is tough, though. I mean, the Schlechter Slav, to be honest, is, like, really, really solid for black. But, you know, it's not that easy for white to get that bishop outside the pawn chain without black, like, taking on c4 and some lines. So, I think he has kind of an optimal setup. A lot of times black plays bishop g4. So h3 here, you can see, is the most common move. If white plays a slow move, though, you know, you kind of wonder, like, could black try to get in c5? Like, if h3, can I try to be like Husky and play a tempo down? This has actually been played. For example, if you play queen c2, you transpose to a queen c2 Slav. I had a game with Steven Weiner in this position where he did c5 against me, where I was white. I think we drew. Steve's a FIDE master from Vermont. He's pretty strong for a measly FIDE master. Yeah, queen c2 is kind of slow, you know. So your opponent played bishop e2. On the plus side, at least it's a developing move. No, bishop e2 is fine. It's normal. The question is, like, how does black play here? D takes c4 tempo move. Bishop e6 is played. Pretty much everything has been tried. Bishop e6 has the best score. It forces white's hand. I imagine people will play like c5 and stuff. Nope, nobody played c5. How bad can it be? Knight g5. So bishop e6 looks most dynamic. Taking is okay. Bishop takes, you know, he lost the tempo there. And now you played c5. Well, if you can play it, it's good. His pieces are pretty active in this IQP, so white's definitely fine. I'm not sure if he can try to take the pawn on c5. I mean, he should want to take the pawn on c5. The other possibility is pushing, so you have to be prepared for both this and obviously this. Here do you have b5. How does black respond? You have b5? I don't think so. Do you? Maybe? Doesn't work. I mean, if you ask me personally, I think it's a little bit strange that not a single player played d5 with white here. You guys think it's a conspiracy? Like ancient aliens and shit? I mean, I think this should be a major consideration, at least, for white to push to d5. You know, so white has all these different options. Your opponent chose to play castles, which is obviously okay. But I mean, you know, okay, you get your knight to c6. You know, that's reasonable. How are you getting the pawn back if he takes now? He does take. Well, I guess we're going to answer this question shortly. I'm not saying he should take, but you have to be able to answer that question when you play this move. You have queen a5. Looks okay. I know that, Husky. Yeah, f5 is dubious. This is a really earth-shaking development. Petrosian knew that like 50 years ago, right? The Dutch fed his family. Not the Dutch people, Nils, don't worry. I'm talking about the opening, the defense. Queen a5. Peter Shinkovich, Hungarian international master. We had this position with white and played the solid rook c1. You know, this could even transpose to a normal variation, I would think, after rook c1. So what's up with knight a4? That's stupid, right? Take care, Husky. Thanks for the game. So white played knight b5. Ah, the queen on a5 is tricky with the bishop c7. Never play queen a5. I always tell everyone that. You guys know. You do, however, have the b4 square, so it's not necessarily an issue. Okay, you also have to worry about knight c7, but that knight is in a little bit of what we would call a Roach Motel sort of scenario. The knight could get trapped on c7. This is tricky. I don't think knight b5 is right. It looks wrong. You could play the uber passive knight e8. Speaking of moves that don't look right. There's always queen b4, then like rook c1, x-ray defense. Yeah, so I don't know what you should play here. This is weird. Feels like you played okay, but what's the move? You want to get the pawn back. Another option, knight d7. It feels strange as well. What happens if a6, knight c7? You could put the rook on a7, as strange as that might seem. It's actually safe. It's safe there for the moment. No, you have threats here. I mean, you're like threatening e5, winning a piece. You're threatening to take his pawn on c5. I'm not sure that this is necessarily better for white. A3, queen takes c5, rook c1. And white is slightly better. So let's see what the engine says. It's going to find the truth here. Damn, I didn't see bishop e6 at all. You probably missed it as well. Black can't equalize, though. Is queen a5 a mistake? Yes. Maybe not. I mean, this is what you get for playing, you know, Schlechter Slav with c5 a tempo down. You're never going to equalize completely. You had knight h5 as well. So knight b5, and then you have bishop e6. That's a neat move. Damn. That is a neat move. Undermining knight on b5. And obviously, if he takes, you're golden. Everything's fine. You're getting the c-pawn back. White has a mere bishop pair. So, tough to find that. You played bishop g4. This is okay, but it doesn't relate to this. And after a3, you're in deep shit, it looks like. I mean, you kind of like just ignored the main problem here, essentially. Like getting your c-pawn back. I mean, the variation I showed isn't great, like a6, knight c7, rook a7, but at least you're gonna like get your pawn back. I thought. You also have this. What if we do rook c1? Just saying, like, you could at least find this line. Something like that. But it seems like you chose to ignore the problem, hoping it would go away. Bishop g4 was with an idea. Oh, you mean like e5, e4? That? Deep thought? Deep throat? I mean, okay, but just hypothetically, even if you got an e5, e4, he might still have h3 and like g4, not losing a piece, though it's probably not great. b4, and now what? Now you can't play. Jeez, this is a nightmare. Okay, takes. We have to takes. What? So okay, if he takes on b4, takes here. This is hanging. This is hanging, and this is safe, relatively speaking. Very nice. So he takes back here. Wow. Did he... Did he realize he screwed up? I don't like his pawn structure. And if bishop c3, you go back to d8. Here you have b6. Dude, I don't understand what's going on with b6. Do you have a problem with your, like, c6 knight or something? Do you have a problem, man? What's up with b6? Why do we have to move the queen? This is an issue. He might have queen d6. So, my assumption is something like this is a problem. But I'm not sure. It's a complicated game. You might even be able to play bishop d7. Your queen is not trapped, though. I mean, it looks like you should be okay, is what I'm saying. But let's see. So you did bishop takes f3. So let's say he takes with the pawn. Right. So I don't know. I mean, this exchange was like to free up what? The d2 square? Or the a4 square? Okay. G takes, b6, and then queen b3. This knight is hard to protect, though. That's your biggest problem. Now you don't have bishop d7. So if he plays queen d6, how do you resolve your, like, knight here? You have weird move, queen a4 now. Actually, you would have had that in another position as well. This is very strange position, you know, like attack and counterattack, which would ultimately free up the a5 square. It's pretty crazy, but white has a bad pawn structure, you know. So I'm encouraged. Bishop takes f3, g takes f, b6, queen b3. Well, white doesn't really have any threat. I guess knight d6. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Knight d8. Knight d8. Yeah, now you got, like, pretty passive. I wonder if you have any outs here. You know, I don't like bishop takes f3, honestly. But maybe it's already problematic for you. Your f7 is really weak. He's starting knight d6. It may not matter. You're in a lot deeper shit than I thought. Wow. Man. I didn't think it was that bad. Wow. According to the computer, just like you're just strategically lost here. I didn't think it was that bad, honestly. I thought you're sort of hanging on. So e5. Anyway, guys, we got to go through this a little quicker. Bishop takes f3, g f3, b6, queen b3. White has a huge advantage. Threat of knight d6. So knight e8 makes sense. But this now. White was pretty strong. Decent player. But you got the bishop. Knight takes. I take back that he was strong. Here. cb6, ab6. He lost most of his advantage. Damn, dude. How did you lose this position now? You're down a doubled pawn in with opposite color bishops. This is not a problem, man. He let you off the hook completely. Wow. I mean, yeah, you can still lose to like a grandmaster here, but your chances to hold the game are very high. He played f4. Ah. So it's just a dead draw. I don't think his extra pawn is that useful. He doesn't have a passer. His A pawn is kind of weak. Yeah, you decided to just like put your rook on c8 for no reason. Yeah. I mean, this is a horrible move. What's on the c file? Like nothing, you know. I mean, you might win this game if you win his A pawn. Other than that, it's a draw, or you could somehow lose if you're stupid. Most likely result is a draw. A small chance white or black could win. But what does rook c8 do? You know, like you're trying to weaken f7. This is like the only place where you're weak. Yeah, but rook c3 is there's other ways to attack his pawn. I think you need to keep f7 protected. You know, you've got like a lot of pieces that can attack his pawn. The other rook, you know, I mean, like rook here would be good. But realistically, dude, I think that, you know, you should be happy trying to draw. You know, it's kind of unrealistic to be like trying to win this for black. This is horrible, by the way. Like, yeah, you were overconfident, I think, at this point. You had no sense of danger. Wow. You basically had like 0 sense of danger once you equalized. The guy was killing you, then you equalized, and then your sense of danger went down to like nothing, and you just like died. That's what happened. It's tricky. That happens often, you know, where you're losing, but then all of a sudden you're fine, and you drop your sense of danger, and then it's game over. No, I mean, I'm a very prophylactic player, man. I always place a high priority on defense, so of course I'm gonna roast people because you're doing, you know, kind of stylistic opposite of me. I would always be like maybe a little too careful oftentimes. I would never ever weaken my f7 like that. I've lost to too many good players, you know. You just haven't lost enough that you don't have that spider sense. I'm always thinking of different ways I can lose. Alright, let's do Queen's Gambit. You finally submitted the loss, though. Well, I mean, I think the takeaway is you need to play stronger players and learn from it. And we all do. We all do. Oh yeah, I'm just transposing to the Ragozin. I forgot. He probably doesn't mind this variation. Got a headache. What's the headache about? Why do I have a headache? Mild headache. Alright. You could transpose to a Queen C2 Nimzo. Queen C2 now. Very strong move for white. I don't know, so there's a lot of takeaway from that game. You know, misplaying the bishop f4 like a Slav. If you like your position, you can start playing the Slav. G takes, Queen a4 check. He likes to play Queen a4 check, Knight c6, Queen b4, Knight b4, Knight takes d5. It's all good. I love endgames. Oh shit, so what happens if I play knight c2 check and take his rook? Knight c2 check, king d2, knight takes a1, knight takes c7 check, king d8, maybe king d8, yep. Knight a8, and I'm like down a pawn. So my intention was to play knight takes d5. White has like a Karpovian endgame advantage. This is not very exciting. Obviously pawn takes is possible with a bad structure on the king's side. You don't want to play that position against Magnus Carlsen, just, you know, for future reference. You don't want to play the pawn takes d5 against Magnus. Probably. Alright. Just waiting for our opponent to make a mistake. And I love endgames, because, like, look, we only have, like, 9 moves played, and now I'm not going to get in time pressure in some complicated middle game. Is that a serious question? Why not e takes d5, though? Are you serious? I could see if you said, like, e takes d5 is interesting, but like, not to ask me why not, because we all know why not. Don't ask questions you know the answer to. That's a rhetorical question. Yeah, you should phrase the question differently. I like e takes d5 better because of some pseudo activity. No, I considered it. Of course, we should consider. Consider. It has to be considered. Rephrase. It's a rhetorical question. Yes. It's like a spider web. I don't know, boys and girls. I don't know, boys and wow, dude is just... He's a sick individual. That is a sick move. Holy bleeping bleep. Castles queenside. I would like chess better if there was no queens on the board. You know? It would be so much easier that way. Wow. Holy bleeping bleep. Coiled snake defense. Acerbic rhetoric. You know what's interesting? Today my brain is sharper than usual. I had REM sleep last night. There's like an unbelievable difference. I had a dream that one of my best friends was like captured by the Russians, by Russian scientists, and they gave him cancer, and they were trying to hold me prisoner too. Then they wanted me to like take a lot of money, like rubles. They wanted me to like illegally transport rubles from the United States to Europe, and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna be your mule. It was interesting. I never get enough quality sleep, so my dream isn't the point. The point is basically the value and the importance of deep sleep to brain function. Wait, you had the same dream? Like the Russians wanted you to like, maybe they're messing with us. They wanted you to Prem is all talking about chess and stuff. They wanted to get you to be their cash mule. I guess I was looking at too much like I saw some foreign exchange article about rubles yesterday. Before I went to bed, I saw something about the ruble, and I guess it went in my brain, and so the dream like put that in there. Drinking helps me remember my passwords better. I drink to remember my passwords. Oh my god. That's a famous Gawain Jones quote. I drink to make my passwords more interesting. No, I mean, dude, it's just such amazing difference if I have good sleep and the level of my brain function. Wow. You know what I'm not impressed by as much Sumihare's play as his ability to play good moves quickly. The drool in the pool. That's like rated R Dr. Seuss stuff. Oh my god. Phew, B4 is aggressive. Wow. The pool and the drool. Knight B2? I don't like you anymore. B4. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Trying to get him to overextend himself, but he's like just not giving me a lot. You know, just a little bit of overextension. Not enough. He's not feeding me enough overextension. B4 actually surprised me, but it's probably a good move. Oh my god. What do you know? Captain pre-move. How's the king and pawn game? Take, king there, king there, king there, king there, king there. I can't lose, right? Famous last words. He's got the Rubinstein king side, but I'm over here first. Bam. Oh no! A4, A5. You lose. You lost. My password manager. Thank God it's not LastPass or whatever. LastPass got hacked. Lots of people probably got their passwords hacked a couple times. But yeah, I was always skeptical of password managers. That's a dangerous concept. Oh, okay, he found the only move. H5, F5, E5. So let's talk about this probably being a draw. Yeah, black has some advantage, but it's not enough to win, apparently. Maybe. Maybe not. It has to be a draw. It looks like a draw. What I'm impressed is, like, he can, you know... He can, even with my brain sharp, he's still not losing, first of all. Secondly, sharp brain. Can I lose this? That'd be pretty sick. I don't think it's really possible now. I guess we can head back to the other side. See what's up over there. King B5. But we played a perfect game and hardly used any time, which is really amazing. There's no Zugzwang, I don't think, for either side. But where's the clear draw? Like A5 takes, King B3, King B5, A4 check. Pawn takes. What I'm impressed by is his speed, not necessarily just his play. He can play flawlessly using almost no time, yet he's 1996. That's pretty impressive. What is that, like a perfect game? By both sides? White just used like way less time to play it. I mean, I can play for a win, right? But I'm not sure I should. He's trying to lose? So much for the perfect game theory. Game theory. Wait. King b3, king d5, king b4, king e4, king c5, king f3, king d6, king g3, king e7, king f4, king f7, king moves, king e6. I think it's probably a draw. You know, it was probably a draw with the active variation. You know, king b3, king b4. And maybe now it's still not too late. My king's closer, though. He's actually losing. Yeah, I know that. So he still has a draw. No. King e2, king e4, king d2, king e4. I'm winning. Oh, you think he has corresponding square draw? Aha. King e2. King e2, diagonal opposition. Oh, I thought I was winning. God damn. Well, that sucks. Chessy Club. Can't believe it. Just when I thought I was winning, somebody told me I was winning. Oh no. Who told me I was winning? Guys lied to me. King d4 is 1. Yeah, totally winning. Thank you, Chessy Club. Check out Chessy Club with a raid 22 chess players. Thank you. Proposes a take back. He proposed a take back. Anyway, it was always a draw. Yes. So check this game out. Homie, 1996 played 8 center pawn loss with 1 inaccuracy. And I got 1 inaccuracy, 7 center pawn loss. So it was basically a perfect game. He was a little optimistic with the queenside castling. I thought I was gonna win when he did that. But he played an 8 center pawn loss using like half as much time as me. Admittedly, it was like a boring endgame. Okay, it wasn't a complicated position, so it's not like he has to be a computer. But I'm still very impressed by White. Like uber correct game. Porcupine. Porcupine's not here. Thank you, Chessy Club TV. Nice to see you streaming here on Twitch. And Lichess. The drool in the cool of the pool. That's what it was reminding me of. It's like a Horton the Elephant reference. It's my favorite Dr. Seuss. John Lithgow reads like that turtle story. Just 960. horrible weather here in Budapest, but I guess it's not as bad as the United States. The cool of the pool. That's Horton the elephant. Alright, now the Scandinavian. Oh god. You probably have like a muscle car as your avatar, right? Alright. E4, C5. That was how I always knew like poker players were really bad online. They either had like car pictures or their name was like 69 dog. I'm playing the Sicilian. It's just almost normal chess, right? Practically normal chess. This is cool. It's the Sicilian with king on b8. But Troll in a Roll specializes in like late castling, where he waits until the last possible minute and then he castles long when you're not expecting it. Very tricky. But this is a great dragon formation. So I feel pretty comfortable here. It's really very close to normal chess. Both knights are able to take up positions like they would kind of normally. Troll, you've played 227 games against me. Acerbate approved. 5G4. Inherently correct. Doesn't that... Actually, that did lose a pawn, right? I just missed knight f6. Winning a pawn. Double attack, Troll. Oof. Troll very rarely gets in trouble in the early opening. Maybe my knight is trapped on e4, though. He's got a trap there. A counter trap. Trap and counter trap. Knight f6, g5, knight takes e4, d3. And see, I only see that because I had REM sleep last night. If I hadn't had a good sleep, my brain would be back in... be right back into freaking brain fog land. I can't tell you kids enough how important it is to get a decent night's sleep. Especially as you get older. When you're ancient like me. Very important. So knight f6, g5, knight e4, d3 traps my knight. That's the point here. Jewel is talking about like European football? World Cup final. Oh. I did not watch. Just listened a little bit. Didn't have a lot of personal interest invested, really. I'm not a big football fan. I'm American, you know, by birth, so it's not that deeply important to me, like to Europeans. Yeah. I just heard the radio, or yeah, basically on the radio, and then when I was in the taxi, and then I didn't follow it. I just checked the news to see what the score was. Yeah, I have friends in France. Yeah, obviously they were pretty sad. Okay. So what do I do with this guy? I want to play knight f6. We can do it. We can do it, but it's a little on the passive side. I can't move my pieces. Something weird was going on. I was playing the wrong position. Alright. Good to know. That's why I couldn't move my pieces. Gotta be freaking kidding me. I was sitting here in the wrong position the whole time, thinking it was my turn there with the pawn still on h2, because I'm distracted talking about the World Cup. That whole football thing, yeah. They're raging about it in the UK or whatever, but it's sort of ridiculous. Ridiculous argument about nothing. Let's just have a ridiculous argument about this totally unimportant thing. It's the Queen's Indian. As long as man has existed, they've been arguing about whether to call it football or soccer or whatever. I think they're both, like, actually the English probably invented the word soccer as well, so. What is up with that pawn, bro? Pawn, bro. The e4 pawn, bro. Well, most of the world uses football, right? So it's a stupid argument. Who cares? I always tell the story how I was on like a championship soccer team when I was like 6 years old. 7, I don't remember. But I never scored a single goal. I don't even remember. Because I was like I was like a defender or something. I just remember running insane amounts for no particular reason. It just made me hate soccer. Like, we just run and run and run and run, like, endlessly. But it's hard. Like, I was on a really strong team. We were half state champions for our little age group, and there were lots of really good players on my team. So I wasn't like bad, but it just happened that the group I was in had a really strong group of kids and lots of really athletic kids. It was tough. They're hogging the ball all the time. That was the end of my soccer career, the beginning and end, but I was a champion. I don't remember how old I was. Maybe I was older. It was like 8 or something. Maybe even 9. I can't remember. I probably was older than 6. I was saying like 6, but objectively, I was older than that. I was probably like 9. I don't know. That was the end of my soccer career. Too much running involved. It was worse than basketball. Basketball was bad enough. Basketball practice was the worst. Dude, we ran so much. Doing like sprints and stuff. I just wanted to die. Chess 960, it was a bad opening by Troll, very unusual. I think it was too close to chess. That's why he got a poor game here. Troll is bad at chess, but great at chess 960. He hates chess, but loves chess 960. And he plays chess 960 much, much better than chess. But he got a bad deal in the opening here. Must leave some running for others. I don't know, both basketball and football were brutal. I like baseball. We don't have to run as much. Europeans get all irritated if you talk about baseball. Too many rules. Alright. Man, that bishop on g3 really, really annoying. I'll try a different diagonal. You know, this is very likely a mistake. A6. Why didn't it occur to me to play like b6 and like king b7? I have a better idea. Oh my god. I'm such an idiot. A6 is really stupid. I never play chess 960. He's forcing me to do this against my will. I hate chess 960. Yeah, why not queen c7? Exactly. Well, I mean, you know, I don't like putting my queen into that diagonal, to be honest with you. Maybe a different way to do it. Like queen e6 would be better, right? If you must defend the pawn with the queen, maybe it's best to put it on e6. But there's a lot of moves better than a6, which is just idiotic. Boy, isn't this fun? Isn't chess 960 awesome? Unicorn 99. Isn't chess 960 just amazing and so exciting? I can't believe the excitement of this position. It's just incredible. We have an hour, almost an hour left. So lots of time to not play chess 960. Is Troll a subscriber? He better be. Otherwise I don't play chess 960. Unless you're a subscriber. Play like Kasparov. He isn't. Tricked me. Now c3. c3 exclamation point. Hey, Smiro. Thank you for the spy info. You closed your challenge window. You're still up there. So that's funny. It doesn't matter if you closed your window, you're still there in the list. It's not dependent on if your window's open, apparently. Close the window, dude. Hey, how's the weather in Alaska? Like the entirety of the continental United States is like under this like blizzard whiteout conditions. It's probably like nice in Alaska or something. That's what I meant to do anyway. Not the same weather patterns. He prevented me from castling queenside. Is that the queen side or the king side? Minus 25 Celsius? Don't recommend getting drunk in the snow. Prevented me from castling whatever side that is. That's one thing that really annoys me about chess 962. How do you express the king side and the queen side when there isn't a king side and queen side now? The left side and the right side. I'm going to castle left side. Sounds stupid. Wow, he's so annoying. God, dude. Damn, Miro was born in the North Pole. He's got, yeah, but I can't b5 in castle because he's just going to put the queen on the a3, f8 diagonal. He castled queenside. I can do the same thing. Might have to. I want to castle other side. I wanted to castle on the other side. I can do bishop f8. Whatever. Bishop f5. Hey, it's fair. You were used to work at Santa's workshop. All right. He probably gets a lot of jokes like that from really stupid people. Got me. Damn. That plays in the whole thing. They make a huge business out of it. Lots of Santa tourism. Driving me crazy. Prophylactically seeing everything in advance. That's interesting, dude. Wow. Game took forever. One inaccuracy. Versus one inaccuracy. One mistake. 3 inaccuracies. My inaccuracy all around the same point too. It's funny. I like that they show up in the graph like easily identifiable little points. They're all like adjacent to each other. 4. One back there. So not a bad game by me. That was insanely boring. Alright. GM Sean somehow has the next challenge. GM Sean. Better be a subscriber. You don't have to be a subscriber on Fridays, though. Alright. We haven't played the birds in a while. called me sir. Are you from India? Normally it's the Indian players who call me sir. They're very big on that. Mr. Coffee's not here today. Sire. What's up, WJ Loof? Long time no see. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you. In advance. This is our last stream until next Monday when Christmas will be beyond us. From beyond. Behind us is the word. Christmas will be beyond. Some people say India. Ah. Oh no. India, Kazakhstan, Nepal. It's Troll. Troll has a new account. I was wondering who that was. Congratulations on your new Twitch name. I like it. It's very endearing. It suits you, Drool in the pool. It's like the booger on the wall, but more endearing. Cuter. Somehow. WJ Loof, how are you, sire? Miley Cyrus. Wow, A5 is not a random move, apparently. That is not a random move. Although it might appear, objects in the window are closer than they appear. Crossing Budapest. Don't recommend swimming. Sit down for a cup of coffee. Very nice. Let me know. Yeah. That sounds nice. Yeah, I recommend everyone visit Budapest. It's a great city. Wow. COVID. Yeah, a friend of mine who had avoided COVID, who's got like comorbidity, he's diabetic. He said he got it finally, but the Paxlovid like knocked it out right away. But it obviously depends on your individual condition. So A5 is a really good move for white. Do you have voting rights? Well, I'm not allowed to vote in state elections because I don't live in a state. So I can only vote in like national elections. But I'm a citizen and I pay my taxes. They force me to pay taxes. So yeah, you better believe I have like, national voting rights. That's the least I can get for paying my taxes to the United States for the rest of my life. Which is really criminal, I think. In my opinion, people who do not reside in the United States should not be forced to pay, taxes to the United States government. Or maybe it should be reduced. I don't know. I mean, I still get stuff like consulate services, but I still don't think like I should pay as much taxes, because I'm not even living there. Magyar voting rights. I'm not a Hungarian citizen. I could be if I wanted to apply. Black 1782 with A5, Bishop A6. Wow. That's pretty impressive, dude. And using 0 time. Sean is suspicious, man. This account is suspicious. I must love Jobbik. Dude, Jobbik was like the super right wing, party, but it's changed. Jobbik became more Jobbik became more cultured and not as extreme. It's not the same Jobbik it was, like 6 or 7 or 8 years ago. They were even part of the opposition coalition against Orban. Just saying, if you want to follow Hungarian politics, Jobbik is not just like a neo-Nazi hate group. It's actually become a sort of opposition party. Why is Sean like a grandmaster who uses no time? He used 8 seconds for the whole game. Every time I play this guy, his games are sus. He plays like he uses like assistance for the opening, and then plays normal at the end or something. That's how I feel when I play against him. Smells like opening assistance. To be honest. I'm always honest with you guys. I'll never lie to you. If I think you're cheating, I'll let you know. I'll let you know when it's a draw. So it doesn't seem like computer, but his openings are too good for his rating. He plays almost every single opening perfectly. It seems like that's just doesn't feel right, honestly. I don't know. Given how low his ratings are and his score against me, it's just so weird. Every time I play him, I'm like saying the same stuff. If his rating was like 2,000 or higher, I could believe it, Now we've got a classic Nimzovician position here. Maybe I should play a4. That's a suggestion, but it's not without its drawbacks. Maybe I need a sharper move. a4 is too slow. I don't know, man. I think he's like a multiple. I think he's played in under other names against me, and he's very mysterious. I don't know. Troy, you're very close. Well, I'm saying the same stuff for other people, because the other people are doing the same stuff too. Duh. It's like a standard profile, of course. Because I say the same stuff for the other people that fit the profile. You who have like one of the most sus accounts of all. You manipulate your ratings. You have no room to talk about me, falsely accusing people or anything like that. You're one of the sussest profiles on the stream. Wow, G5. That's insane. Most people would just ban Troll like straight away. But I let him survive like 200 games. Wait a minute. Yeah, how does this work? Okay, I mean, now we just see a player who plays too fast. He's just like playing bullet randomly. After playing the opening, again, perfect opening, and then all of a sudden, like, it's just like a balloon that all the air came out of. He basically played the first 12 moves perfectly. And then all of a sudden, he just like lost his mind. Castling queenside, playing G5. I don't understand, Need you. We need the entertainment, trolls. The Bob Sacamano effect. I knew there would be a problem with this. It's so weird and random, almost. I guess, wow, he sacked his queen. I don't know, man, what to say. Too much bullet chess. That's sort of standard. Bob died. Did you hear about that? Pool drool? He, yeah, it was a terrible accident. I don't know what happened. I think he did too much cardio. I would never joke about someone dying unless they've done it to me in the past. It's not nice. Not funny. Tactical genius has been called. And it's like, yeah, who is GM Sean? What's his other account? That was... the Camaro. Have you seen the latest Camaros? They look like European sports cars or something. Like, they look like... I feel like it's a Maserati or something. It's crazy. Good thing the queen is on h5. There's all sorts of potential knight forks. How is he like 3 minutes to 1? Two of his 3 wins are in the last 2 games against me. Oh, I just forfeited. That was a tournament where I was late or whatever. Right? No. I don't understand when that was. Oh, that was the other day. That game isn't a game. This was a classic opening trap. Parmenion. So you looked at the line with knight takes c3, pawn takes c2? Is that the crazy line you're talking about? I know all about it. It was the first thing I thought of. So I'm a tactical buzzsaw. Of course. No, you always check before seeing moves. Yeah, we're not messing with that. And obviously any opponent who's 1700 is going to see that instantly using no time. Especially this one. He's one of our most sus opponents. Alright. Wow, we've got a million challenges. I can't play all these people. We've only got like 40 minutes left. Mule Skinner is probably too late. Did Mule Skinner just subscribe or something? He resubscribed again. That's weird. Mule Skinner, I thought you like resubscribed last week or something. I like it though. He subscribes every week. We should have weekly subscriptions. Then we'd really rake in the big money. Do you ever play the Scotch against e5? I never personally play the Scotch. And I'm not a very good e4 player, to be honest. I think. Does this player have 100 games or more? Oh no. They do. They have classical games. Nice. EQ. No relation to IQ. Yeah, it's like with all the tactics that he saw, he missed knight c5. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's like with the stuff that he sees instantly, auctioning. I wish I could do auctions. Going once, going twice, blah, 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 blah. That's what they do. They just like talk super fast. I can't do that. Auctioning places to play. That's awesome. Mule Skinner just subscribed though, but he's like 10th in the list of challengers. And normally on Fridays I don't insist that people be subscribers to play. The Skinner. Principal Skinner. EQ's not here. Alright. EQ left. He's gone. Alright. Gone. Abort game. What, are you serious? I can't abort? I can abort. Yeah, that's the X button. Game aborted. Play like Kasparov. Is present and accounted for. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not used to aborting games, so I decided just kind of randomly to start to play the Tarash. You quit my account, Lady in Black. Oh no. You're back as Maxine Lacoste. No relation to the crocodile. G3. Is that an alligator or a crocodile? On the Lacoste brand. It's alligator or crocodile? That's the question. Yeah, it doesn't get me confused. Yeah, it doesn't get me confused about those names. Because I play Poker Looks Like Lady somehow. Play and Lady. Where they were too similar and you're always on at the same time. Right. That's really key. Do you think a6 was fine for my bishop? Well, it's better than nothing. It's better than c8. But I don't think you should allow that structure. But under the circumstances, it's a reasonable way of playing. I've seen some decent players play that way. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so is this an English or a Tarash? Or both? Or neither? I don't know. He doesn't exchange on d5. It's not really a Tarash. Exactly. I've played this a lot for white myself. Lady Gaga is not taken. Probably taken. So Maxine Lacoste. I'm so bad at pronouncing French names. We will not confuse you with Lady in Black. I thought Lady in Black was kind of iconic. I did often like need glasses and misread. I played poker badly as Poker Lady. Otherwise known as Poker Lady in Black. Hope somebody got me some glasses for Christmas. Wow, pawn takes pawn. How does that work, master? It's the knight takes d4. Okay, I'm not used to playing the Tarrasch, so I'm a Tarrasch poser. I'm a Tarrasch noob. It seems like he doesn't want to really play a proper Tarrasch. He's trying to avoid it. See, another move like he's trying to avoid the Tarrasch. What's up with that? Why don't you like the Tarrasch? What's your problem? Everyone likes the white side of the Tarrasch except for you. Everyone saw Bishop a5 except for you. Everyone in the room saw, but not you. What do you have against the Tarrasch? Would Kasparov play such a thing? Well, Kasparov would play the Tarrasch, right? If you go back to 80, go back into the 80s. I don't know about what Kasparov played with white, but he was famous for playing the Tarrasch at first. Which I thought was weird because he was Bafinik's student. And Bafinik didn't play the Tarrasch, man. So that was interesting. Probably. I often wondered why Kasparov played the Tarrasch, and I speculated before that something from his upbringing in like Azerbaijan, because Magaramov, who was one of his contemporaries, always plays the Tarrasch, so I figured they probably learned it from the same. He had other trainers. You know, Botvinnik had to have trainers, like, in his youth. Botvinnik, Kasparov. He must have had, you know, trainers before Botvinnik. Someone must have been teaching them to play the Tarrasch. That's why Magaramov plays the Tarrasch. I think he's like the same generation as Kasparov. H6, dude, what are we doing here? Yeah, why? I don't know why he refused to play the normal move. Like, why not just play knight takes d4? What's your problem? Knight takes d4. Why do you have to be weird? What Sicilian defense is your favorite? Does Santa Claus really exist? I don't know, man. I never played any good variations of the... My personal favorite variation of the Sicilian is probably like the classical, but it's not that good. You know, it would be a different answer if you asked me what's the best variation of the Sicilian. Wow. Knight b3. That's pretty crazy. You're going to go knight c5, knight d3. I can take on g5, and after knight c5, it's a really wild position. That really, it's very tempting to take this guy on g5 and open the h file. You know, on the other hand, I have, you know, what seems like a good Tarrasch for black. So I shouldn't be fancy here. You know, we just have a good position. H takes g5 is unclear. Kasparov played the Tarash in his first match with Karpov. Is that right? That was like before. That was right before I really got into chess. The match that went on forever. I guess was probably happening when I was just really learning to play, and I wasn't following real world chess. For my introduction to real chess. Bishop f4. Is castling a good idea? Is that a normal thing, right? Castling? Sure. Absolutely. Black is very active here. I have a good Tarash. Good active IQP position. Knight d4, knight d4. Do I want to do knight d4, knight d4? Redundant knights. Rook e8, rook c1, bishop d7. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough experience yet. I think the Tarash Black needs a lot of experience. We don't have that yet. Rook, knight b5. Forky dorky. Forky marky? Is knight b5 a thing? Interesting question. Unclear. c7's protected. I'm not gonna freak out about this. If knight b5 I have like bishop g4, I don't trust white. That's probably a mistake. IQP, probably the most underrated thing in chess. I mentioned Ragarama because he played me a lot of blitz games, and h4 looks really sketchy. I realized that player against a player of that level, you know, who probably was like peaking at 2600, playing against him, playing the Tarash, I realized this is a pretty good opening, you know. He's sacrificing the G. I'm like, Porky Pig, what's wrong with me? He's sacrificing the E2 pawn there. No, an ICC. Not a lot of people play the Tarash, you know, so you play someone who's like, that's his main opening, and he's a solid grandmaster. You're like, damn, you know, this opening is not bad, but it gets kind of a bad rap, I think, because not that many strong players happen to play it. Wow. F3? It's like the French Tarash. I don't even like Tarash. Tarash as a player necessarily. But these openings are not bad, you know. His openings are pretty good. Your dad keeps telling you to play the Tarash. It's underrated. Yeah, no, you as a tactical minded player would do well with it. And I also think that people think like, look at White's kingside, what's happening here? What happened? There was like an eruption. There's like lava flow coming out of the White kingside. On the big island. They have problems. This is the big island. They had a volcanic eruption on the White kingside. Do you guys know how many games I've played with White in the Tarash? It's like millions. It's not easy to get an edge for White. Yeah, I think he's right. Your dad is right. It's a good opening. I don't know why people give it such a bad rap. I think people just don't understand IQP positions. The biggest misconception is that isolated queen pawn positions are always bad. It's Asterbate said it the other day. Can I sack my queen here? Like take queen f6? No. I could sack my queen though. You kind of gotta sack your queen here. You don't gotta sack your queen, but it's fun. This is a gambler's move. Objectively, maybe not correct. What came over me? We've got like a million pawns for a piece. And active threats. Bishop f3. Gangsta's paradise. Oh yeah. You got that. Everything's good? You're all good? Rook e4? No? This has got to be a bad move. That's got to be a bad move. If I've ever seen a bad move, that's it. Oh. Yeah, he's milking his time. Oh no. You're effing kidding me. I just hung my queen. Of course. One move blunder. Winning. I was only holding. After bishop takes f3 was a blunder. White played a perfect game? No. Bishop takes f3 gave away my advantage. 2 blunders in a row. Yeah, I got cocky. No inaccuracies, 2 mistakes, 1 blunder. I was completely winning. You played g4 and it just frustrated me. I just wanted like immediate gratification. So I sacked a piece. You played badly, but I was too impatient. You know, this is good, but it's not as good as it could be. And then you're okay here. Damn, rook e6 is a good move. You kept finding only moves. d4 is hanging, my god. It's just hanging with check. But it's still probably unclear. I have 4 pawns for a piece. 4 pawns for a piece, and the computer thinks that white is equal. I don't know, man. At depth 30, is white still equal there? You can force an exchange of queens. Yeah. forgot you had queen takes g6 check. You just blundered the game. Let's lose another. Four pawns. Four pawns attack. Sneck. Sneck Benoni. Oh, the Nimzo. Cool. Cool. Something else. Sorry for the blunder. Yeah, I had 2 minutes. No excuse for that. I was trying to flag him. You know, no one uses their time against me anymore, so it's like so weird to actually have a time advantage. I forgot how to play. I don't remember. I don't remember what it's like to play with a time advantage. No one ever uses all their time against me. I'm so thirsty. Why am I so thirsty? Nope. That's not clean. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Thanks, dude. We've been through this already. Maybe. I don't have the other symptoms, though. I think I'm just thirsty. Normally thirsty. Alright. We've been through this. It's boring. I know. So bishop d2. I've played this with black more than with white. What's up with b4? b4. b4 pawn takes pawn, knight b5. That was like a game I had with this Polish guy, Pazuski. He did something like that against me. He was slightly better. But I don't... Where he could have, or... I haven't looked at this. Dude, it's Christmas on Sunday. Are you serious, Drooling Pool? On Christmas, I have to work every day? It's not enough that I work, like... I can't have just Christmas off? Damn, dude. You're like Scrooge McDuck. We're doing d5 anyway. Is this a good move? I have more games with black than with white in this line. And I don't even remember what I'm thinking when I'm white anymore. Most people do g3. Maybe even like right away, I guess. I'm a Christian. I've always been a Christian. Since when does being Christian mean you believe in God? I mean, look at the Donald Trump. evangelical Christian advisors and stuff. None of those people really believe in God, man. They're just doing it for the money. She was Donald Trump's evangelical Christian advisor. It goes beyond religion. It's like, Christmas is like a cultural phenomenon, man. It's still a holiday, even if you don't believe in Santa Claus. You know, it's like a national holiday in the United States and most countries. We only get so many national holidays where, you get off from work. Uh-oh. You should believe in God. Here we go. I don't know, man, if I believe in God or not. How's that for your answer? I don't know if aliens exist either. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to presume to know like most people. I think I'm not sure. But this like fake bullshit of knowing everything that's impossible to know is you should believe in God. Yo spoken, King Kong Lichess. Alright. What about pawn takes? Do you think the Taliban really believes in God? They just want to like subjugate women. Actually, the oppression against women in Afghanistan, it's not even mandated by the Muslim religion. It's not even like Sharia. That's just made up. Women not being able to get educations. It's just an excuse to like subjugate women. That's not, a lot of Muslim scholars will even agree. That's bullshit. But anyway, the dangers of religion and using it to control people. We're just talking about Santa Claus and Christmas and getting a day off, I don't think you have to believe in God to get a day off for Christmas. Everyone's entitled to some rest. Troll asked me why I'm not streaming on Christmas. Knight C7. I almost never take days off. I mean, it's brutal. Knight C7. I mean, I may not be like a practicing Christian, but I was raised in a Christian family, in a Christian culture. It's still a big part of me. Even if I'm not sure how deeply I believe in God, it doesn't stop being part of my life tradition. I suddenly realized that E4 isn't so clear anymore. Most people have a wrong conception about, extraterrestrials. It's like you might as well say that. How do you know what is the right, the right concept of religion? Religion is completely made up. It's made up by definition, right? Today's philosophy class, wow. Okay, what are we gonna do here? I feel like we've been swindled or something. Oh God, this is overextended. I'm just saying God rhetorically. You know. I'm not anti-religion or anything. I just think that religion by definition is problematic. We need a moral code to live by as human beings, no doubt, you know. So we don't like kill each other. There's some kind of basic things that a lot of religions do include, like not like murdering your neighbors and stuff. Unfortunately, you know, not allowing people to get an education because of their sex or something is not cool. For example, what's up, Zumpili? That's enough for Philosophy Class 101 today. Zumpili is here. How does that work? Yeah. How does that work? The being down a pawn part? I'm just down a pawn for nothing, basically? Or do you want to do something stupid like bishop takes f6? This is horrible. I hate this move. I'm just trying to stay alive now because I misplayed this position completely. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. We're not better, but we're still alive. Simply with a raid. 12 players, bishop a6. Actually, your favorite move. Let's say it's Miro's favorite move. With 4 minutes and 39 seconds here, you know, there's a good chance you're playing too fast. Maybe we get some revenge for last game when I lost where I played too fast with more time. Feels like he's trying to flag me. Never try to flag the opponent in increment. That's what I did. Kind of tried to do last game. I just blundered. I had 2 minutes on the clock. There was no reason to do it. Here Miro's got 4 minutes. Time advantage. Don't rush. Try to play the best moves. Try to blunder pawns wherever possible. I don't know, Miro's gotten real blitzy lately. He didn't seem to be like so blitzy before. It's like he's playing like World Loser or something. Did you increase your blitz uptake or something? Your serotonin reuptake? Your blitz reuptake inhibitor? Your pace of play seems to have gotten a lot faster than it used to be. Thanks for the raid from Zumpili. Now, for our next trick. I have excuses to blunder, though. I'm allowed to blunder. I have less time than our opponent. It's okay for me to blunder. It's normal. I just hung my b2 pawn for no reason whatsoever. Well, it was unprotected and I forgot. That sucks. But we're still okay. White has a better structure if it, you know, if and so long as I don't get blasted by f5 or drop my e-pawn. I think that White's pawn structure is a classic. The big chain, this Benoni chain, is really powerful. And it just wins, you know, it wins games. I mean, if unperturbed. Queen e5, f4. Queen e5 is a little risky. But he has cheapos. Queen e5, knight d3, for example. Queen e5 protects the rook. Guys, it looks like last game. I'm afraid this is the last game. Guys, we gotta go. Go to work. I gotta do my philosophy class. But thanks to the raid from Zopili, we have a good audience today. I'm sorry we have to shut it down. But I gotta go to work. My final hours of work before I go on religious sabbatical for 2 days. So I'm going to have to decline the King Kong. I loved our discussion today about religion. That was really... Mr. Coffee, did you miss most of it? That was really fun. I'm not really well educated in philosophy. I think I had one philosophy class in university. I did study one. I had one class in religion, one class in philosophy. So not a lot. Oh wow, he's going into the ending. We love endgames here on the stream. I'm gonna love me some endgames. Oops, I hung a back rank mate. I studied economics for like 2.5 years, then resigned and switched to psychology. Okay, he's got F5. The knight on d3 is a nice piece. I blundered again. Damn it. The time pressure really did me in. Why didn't I play rook a1? A lot more questions than answers about my play in this game. I feel like psychology and philosophy are a little bit related. Wow. Another aggressive move. Damn, I am screwed again. About to lose on time, so that's always fun. He is quick, huh? Don't like that quickness. Unbelievable. Better pawn structure, but that stupid active knight. Okay, now I keep him off of c2 with his rook. Mr. Active. Merry Christmas. Oh no. Now what am I gonna do? Damn it. I'm losing this. Such a moron. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh my god. It's the power of the pawn chain. Pawn chain power. Pawn power in chess. Just don't touch the big central part of my pawn chain. We got the remains of the chain. F5. Wow. He's a fighter. Still not over. His pawns are too far back. My king's too good. Viral cat. You have an academic question for Mr. Coffee. Hey, it's Miro. Panicked worse than me. He was much better with that rook and knight very active. Yeah, obviously you were clearly better. Probably winning before panic set in. Alright. We got lucky there. I think I screwed up the opening. I made only one blunder. Wow. I was lost. Solidly lost in the middle there. A good start, a bad middle, and a good end, but the opening I screwed up. Yeah, I don't think this is a great line I chose. I looked at bishop c4, but I didn't like b5 for obvious reasons. So what is white supposed to do? I guess Joel Lautier knows better than me. Here I played e4. b4. Wow. That's not an easy move to play. I guess Joel Lautier and I think a lot. Yeah, I was worried about this. That's actually what I expected. Romanishin didn't play it as well. Anyway, alright. I gotta go, guys. It was an interesting game. Hey, it's Miro. See ya, furries, later. Bye-bye. Have a great Christmas. Thanks, everybody, for your support. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Thanks, Acerbate, and all you good friends. Merry Christmas and Hanukkah and every other holiday that you guys all might celebrate. Happy holidays, everybody. Bye-bye.